Hey kitschy cats and kittens, my name is Erica. Welcome to my studio. Okay, so today we are making a Portuguese Rooster Tumbler. These roosters are super cute. So I'm starting out with a green, and I actually mixed apple barrel green and apple barrel blue and apple barrel black to get this color. I am going over it with glitter glue, and you can see it kind of repelled the glitter glue. I really don't know why it did that. I've never had that happen, but I just went over it a second time and it turned out fine. And now I'm sealing it. This worked really well. The green didn't go anywhere. The red side didn't do as well, but I think that's because I used chunky glitter. I don't think I'd use chunky glitter again. Here's my first coat of red. My second coat of red is going to be a mixture of the red paint and glitter glue. So basically I'm eliminating a step and it worked out really well. So here I am going in with that second coat. You want to do a nice even coat. You want plenty on there, but you don't want it like dripping off. And I'm not worried about any brush strokes because, as I said, we're using the chunky glitter and you won't see any of that. Using the chunky glitter did make it harder for me. You either have to do a bunch of sanding to get it nice and smooth, or you have to do a bunch of layers of epoxy. So I wouldn't advise using chunky glitter in this capacity, maybe hints here and there, but I do like how it turned out. And this is going to go on the turner after I seal this side and it dries. I did a regular setting epoxy. I let that spin overnight. And here I am sanding the crap out of it. And it's been sanded. It's ready for its next coat of epoxy. And again, I'm using regular setting epoxy. And I'm also going to be adding in a swirl of champagne gold mica powder and champagne gold holographic glitter. I just wanted to add a little more dimension and interest on top of the glitter. I didn't want to add too much and cover up the glitter with too much epoxy, but I do wish I'd done a little bit more. It definitely could have used a bit more. And after I place these swirls and the glitter swirls, I use my heat gun to try to move it around a little bit so it's not such harsh lines. But the heat gun didn't really do enough, so I do go in with a glove finger and I go ahead and spread it out myself. I end up adding a little more glitter as well. You can't have too much glitter, right? And we are going to put the roosters one on each side, and these are what I want them to look like. This was actually a shadow box I made for my mother-in-law. These roosters are so cute. So I'm just weeding out the flowers. And I will go back in with a paint pen and color those in. And the other rooster on the other side is actually going to be the inverse of this one. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. And I'm getting the rest of the weeding done on this one. I have my new glasses and my head still appears. I'm really sorry. I think this is just my thing. It's gonna be a thing. My head's just always gonna make a cameo. And there's the rooster. So cute. Okay, and here I'm using my Posca paint pens to fill in the flowers. And I'm just using that picture of the roosters I showed before as a reference. It was a little tedious, but honestly it was kind of relaxing too. And I end up using the white paint pen to go in and make more dots, and I actually do little trailing dots all around the cup. There's the inverse rooster. So I'm doing the paint pen on top of the vinyl for this one. Okay, and now it's time to give the rooster its beak and its wattle and its hairdo. I know it's a crest, but it looks like a hairdo. See? Hairdo. Okay, and now I'm adding the blue base parts, and I'm just putting the blue vinyl on top of the black vinyl, just like I did for the hairdo and the beak and wattle. And here I'm just doing some of those random dots. Now I am going to be putting these temporary tattoos on as well, but they won't show up on the glitter, so I do make white backings out of vinyl. So I do one for the heart flag, and then I'm going to do another rectangle for the other flag. And these do get covered in epoxy before I put the tattoos over it. And I duplicated the little hearts, and I cut them out of the red, yellow, and blue vinyl, and now I'm just putting those around. Some of them do get an outline, some of them don't. The ones that don't, I actually use the paint pens to do little dot outlines all around them. And it's ready for that coat of epoxy. I use the speed dry here, so I let it spin for about 4 hours. We lost a beak. Spoiler alert, I don't remember to fix it. Shh, don't tell anybody. They'll never know. Here I am, popping bubbles. Okay, so I'm just applying that tattoo, and you do it just like you would with skin. It worked pretty well. It had a couple of bubbles in it, but nothing that you would notice under the epoxy, so I wasn't worried. Now the heart one didn't go as well. I make the mistake of picking it up right here, and unfortunately it ended up leaving the heart looking a little rustic. Not the look I was going for, but I think it's okay. And I'm going in with my final coat of epoxy. I used about 20 milliliters of regular setting epoxy, so I will let this spin for about 6 to 8 hours. and it does have that little sparkle in it, so that's good. Add a little more glitter, because you can't have too much, right? All right, here she is all done. So cute. I really, really like this tumbler. Kind of want to keep it for myself, but it is actually for a family member. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it too. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, my kitschy cats and kittens, and I'll see you soon.